Vision.
The vision, oh, that's such a loaded question. I was thinking about this morning because I don't specifically have a vision, and I think that that's okay. And I think against popular belief, I don't see myself. I'm not one of those people that like have a 10 list goal or anything. I am connected with who I am, and I think that that should be everyone's first pursuit, is to get in touch with that. And that inner calling and that deeper calling, it just lines me up in a way where projects will enter into my consciousness, contacts will be made, connections will happen. So for me, I know intuitively the person I am, the life I'm meant to lead looks like the life I'm leading right now. So that looks like writing books, that looks like doing music, that looks like creating a line, that looks like leading a company, that looks like giving back, that looks like traveling, that looks like having shows. It looks like products. It looks like doing a lot with youth. It looks like being a voice for young people, being an ally. But I just think that that's just who I am.
Yeah.
So it's not a goal.
Is that what people are getting behind then? That look, we like Laz. We like the stuff that he's putting out. We believe that he's a good guy and he's got good ideas. We believe in his philosophy. We like him. We have fun, and we just trust that the stuff that he's going to start to produce or want to produce, we're also going to want to produce. Or is that what people are getting behind?
I don't know what the hell they're getting behind. I would hope that they're getting behind. I don't know. I think again, people are looking and thirsty for authenticity.
Right.
They just want authenticity. So if you're just being who you are, I'm not. The other thing I should say is that I didn't go out and look for these people. Maybe one person in my team, and I will say, I did go out and look for them, but they kind of came into my space. Again, God handed me a tree, and then it was up to me to determine what that tree could be. So my management, for example, I met at an event. I was doing something else. I held on to that. I held on to the name. I remembered. Held on to the card, and something within me just said, "Reach out. Just reach out to them. Reach out to them." So for me, I think that that's what people can feel.
Yeah.
They can just feel that it's not superficial for me. That there's something deeper there that I want and that I want to see for the world. And I think that there's a collective conscience, as I think we were talking about the other day, but there's like this collective conscious that the world is experiencing today, and I think that everyone has their role. Every single person has their role. Everyone's a leader. Everyone's a leader of their own life. Whether you have a television show or you have books or you are leading your family or you're waking up every day going to your job, that is your role. And your responsibility, and no matter what position you are, is to ask yourself, how can I serve? How can I serve? How can I serve? Merriam Wilson says, who could, what's the quote? It's like, where will I go? Who will I serve? To whom? It's that kind of attitude.
Yeah.
And that's how I live my life.
I love that. I think even Dylan said that everyone's got to serve someone, and it's a really beautiful. It's a really beautiful intention and reminder.
Right.
And particularly, and I think what you said earlier about why do people want to be involved with you as an organization, or why are the people that we're serving give a shit about what we're doing? And there's something there about a deep respect for the people that are coming into your life. And if you're an organization or you're a team or you're a creator, just really taking time with people, because everyone's got something to offer, and you can always serve someone in any particular moment.
Right.
And it's a really lovely thought too, because how do you communicate that to an organization? Say, look, actually, like the trees are there, everything's already there for you.
Yeah.
The abundance is there. You just need to be open to it, and life will serve you, and life will and this is like my issue with strategy, and there's a place for strategy for sure.
Totally.
But I sit in meetings about strategy and I freak out sometimes because I just think, guys, it's all there. Like, we just need to go out and do it. We're planning for something that's already in front of our faces.
Right.
And this is the going back to the T and the thinking and the feeling, you know, of like, you've got people who need to think and need to like plan out and need to create this 5-year thing, which there's some relevance to that. But also, like, at what point are you just going to go out and see that the trees are there and be open to it? And maybe we don't need to recruit, actually. Maybe we just need to be open to the people who are coming into our lives, and let's be a bit more intuitive about it. Which I would love to have, like, a program of like how do you support organizations to just be be more accepting or more open to serendipity and to just be present and like just have a bit more faith. Like,
Right.
We don't need to like put this plan together.
Right. I think that was one of the greatest freedoms of shooting my show Comfort Nation with Food Network was we had a template, and then they would give me, you know, the script, and they were like, okay, you guys go off. And what I would do is I would look at it, I would, you know, evaluate where we were and the situation that I was in, and then I would just go with it. And I kind of threw the script away and just went with it, and that's what works.
Yeah.
That's what works. So I think that there is a. Sorry?
It's authenticity. That's what it actually is.
It is, and you have to be able to understand the room you're in, and to again notice everything. You know, when I walked into this room, I noticed the walls, I noticed the color of the curtains, I noticed what was going on. I think you have to do that. I think organizations need to do that more often, because if they're anything like people are, and people serve organizations and work for organizations, there are people leading that. But if it's anything like people, there's constant change and constant movement and constant motion. So you have to get into that. And if you're not in the flow of that, then you're really missing something.
Yeah.
You're missing the sweetness, you're missing the beauty, you're missing the awe, you're missing the wonderment. And I think that the magic of what you get to put out into the world, what you get to create, happens when you take a step back and you're able to notice. Simply notice, what is the need, what is the most immediate need in front of me?
Right.
How can I serve that?